Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Lair. Of course, I'm Chris Chaos here with my thoughts and opinions on the very first round for the Mae Young Classic, which dropped today. The first 4 episodes on the WWE Network. So if you haven't watched it and you don't want to know, stop the video, stop the presses, stop everything, just don't stop breathing, but stop everything else. Well, don't stop believing either. But anyway, do not watch this any further because I'm going to give you all the winners and losers here and my immediate thoughts on, well, not technically immediate because I watched it several hours ago, but I still have the same thoughts from then. Episode 1, Kaylee Ray versus Princessa Suhei. Princessa beat Kaylee Ray. I really wanted to see Kaylee Ray in the tournament. There was a couple of matchups there that I thought would be really good later on, but it is what it is. Serena Deeb beat Vanessa Bourne. Very happy to see Serena back in the ring and on WWE TV. It's just phenomenal to me, especially with all the things that's went on in her life the last 5 or so years. It's just great to see her back. Abby Lath and Jazzy Gabert. Just a phenomenal match. Very impressive. Probably my favorite match of the tournament, of the first round anyway. And Abby gets the win. She moves on to the next round. So episode 2, you had Mercedes Martinez versus Xia Li, and Mercedes gets the win here. I don't like that this was Xia Li's very first public match, if you will, in front of a live crowd. Especially when you had people like Deonna Purrazzo, who comes to mind, that was sitting in the back as an alternate. I hate that Xia Li got to take a spot that Deonna deserved just because Xia Li signed a contract with WWE. Doesn't mean she should have had that spot. But that's an argument for a different time. We're thinking happy thoughts now. I'm not trying to bash on anything in this video. My bashing is for later, or my Monday Night Raw review, which you should go and watch because I bashed the hell out of it. Rachel Evers versus Marty Bell. Evers wins. I didn't like this match at all, really. The timing was just off by both of these girls. I was really, really excited to see what they could do, but I think the inexperience in Rachel Evers, and she's still really inexperienced. I mean, she's still really, really green, and she's going to get better. She has no other option but to get better because of the people that she is wrestling and the guy that trained her, Lance Storm. Her upside is phenomenal. It just wasn't where it needed to be, not just yet. It will be, but it's not yet. Rhea Ripley beat Miranda Salinas. Ripley, by the way, has a fantastic dropkick, and she threw it a couple of times in this match. And then Sarah Logan versus Mae Young, another just phenomenal match. Mae Young gets the win. She goes on to the second round. The end of that match, there was a sequence there where Sarah yelled out to the crowd, "Off with your head," and she went for something, I can't remember, a clothesline or something, and she missed it. Mae Young, reversed it, and she said, "No, off with your head," and she hit Eat Defeat, and there you have it, and it was phenomenal. Episode 3 saw Aisha Raymond versus Toni Storm, which, by the way, just made me, and I know this sounds corny as hell, but I don't really care, it made my heart smile to see somebody like Toni Storm get this spot, because she is so kind of out there personality wise that years ago you wouldn't have thought that somebody like that, or I wouldn't have thought somebody like Toni Storm would get that opportunity, or that character would get that opportunity. She did. And I don't ask me why. It's just my senses on the thing. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm off, maybe I'm still mad, I don't know. But I love seeing Toni Storm in it, and she gets the win here and moves on to the second round, so I'm very, very happy about. Dakota Kai versus Kavita Devi. Kavita's another one of those that had no prior experience in front of a live crowd. She didn't know what to do. There's another one here that I'll get to in episode 4 that she just didn't know what she was supposed to do really when Dakota was selling, and she led most of the match, or she was getting her heat in on most of the match because she was playing heel or heelish anyway. And Kai really only hit 2 moves. She hit that running kick, that half circle kind of run into the kick, into the corner, and then hit the double stomp off the top. The coup de grace has become known because of Finn Balor. And I'm glad Kai got this, but I thought that WWE was going to ride high on Kavita Devi, and I'm glad they did the same thing as they did with Zaya, and they gave them a chance, a spotlight, but they didn't let them advance, which was very nice. I think, personally, for this tournament, Sage Beckett versus Bianca Belair, since they changed her name. I still want to say Blair. Bianca wins, she moves on. Nothing really stood out to this match. Bianca's pretty athletic, and Sage Beckett, I'm really proud of her still for what she's been able to accomplish with all the things going on in her life. It's awesome. Piper Niven versus Santana Garrett was the last match, the main event, if you will, of this episode. Piper, I just love as a person. Santana Garrett, gotta stop smiling so much when she's taking bumps and stuff, and she's trying to sell. Unless you're like Nikki Cross, and I use the women, or whatever. You just can't smile like that, like you enjoy it. Not when you're a Wonder Woman type character. You can't do that. Episode 4, Piper, by the way, moves on if I didn't say before. Episode 4, Candice LeRae versus Renee Michelle. Candice Wrestling, of course, gets it done. By the way, I always have to remind people, Candice LeRae was my #1 pick when I started writing down names for this tournament. And I was glad that she's in it. Taynara Conti versus Lacey Evans. Conti was another one that when she was giving heat, she just didn't know what to do. Or getting her heat in. I can't decide how wrong it is for people like this to be in this tournament. But you got to take with the good with the bad, so that's what I'm trying to do. Lacey Evans wins, moves on. Nicole Savoy versus Rena Gonzalez. Savoy wins. Those two had pretty good chemistry, by the way, and I really enjoyed their match. And then Kiari Sane versus Tessa Blanchard, because I am a Tessa Blanchard guy. You know who I was going for. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Tessa lost first round in a very good match. I thought those two told a fantastic story. And when Tessa, at the end, she cried like a baby in front of everybody. And damn you, Tessa, I can't see women cry. You made me cry like a baby. It's emotional. I know it's emotional for them. And I'm glad that this is even happening. I'm not half as glad as all of these girls that's in this tournament. But I'm still glad that it happened. Now, on to my 2 brackets that I filled out. If you watched my video on Friday that I uploaded a bracket of things as a fan I wanted to see. And then I put on my predictor's hat and things that I thought really was going to happen. So, as far as my as far as my fandom goes, I wanted to see Laith, Bell, Kaylee Ray, which I missed that one. Martinez, Savoy, LeRae, Logan, Baszler, all got those all right. So on that side of the bracket, I only missed the Kaylee Ray. And then Tessa, of course. I even put Tessa winning it, and I knew that she was going to be out when I filled this out. Because that's what I wanted to see. I tried not to take that into consideration. So I missed the Tessa pick. Belair, Kai, I missed the Selena's pick. Dee, Piper, Evans, and Storm all got those. As far as my predictions, I predicted Marty Bell. I didn't get that one. I predicted Zaya. I didn't get it. Savoy, Rena I predicted, and I didn't get it. Sarah Logan, Zeta, DeVee, and Aisha Raymond. I got wrong. So, sometimes my predictions are not all that good. And sometimes they are. It kind of is what it is. You only do it because you enjoy it, and that's why I do it, and that's why I enjoy doing these videos. That's why I enjoy talking to all of you guys. So thank you for watching. Make sure to always follow me on Twitter at TheAnswerChaos for more Mae Young Classic updates and just loveliness that I can provide, if anything, to you, the people of the world. So make sure to subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the Mae Young Classic. You know, if you've watched it, and if I've just spoiled everything for you, which I tried to tell you that I was going to do this. Just let me know what you think about the tournament so far. What are your predictions for the tournament? As you know, I don't want no spoilers, so please try not to give me any spoilers. But let me know what you think. Until then, that's all I got. Subscribe and deuces. Chaos is out.